It begins not with a bang, but with a quiet hum, a vibration in the air, subtle, coordinated, invisible to radar, inaudible to the human ear until it's too late. This is not science fiction. This is the evolution of warfare. Not in decades from now, not in the distant future, but here, now. And China is leading the charge. You see, for centuries, wars were fought with bodies, soldiers on horses. Then came tanks, then aircraft carriers, then nuclear weapons. But something has shifted. Power is no longer measured solely in firepower. It's measured in code, in silicon, in coordination, in intelligence. Not just human, but artificial. And out of this shift emerges a new kind of weapon, drone swarms. These aren't your standard drones. The quadcopters kids fly in parks, or photographers use to capture weddings. These are autonomous machines, built for a single purpose: to overwhelm, confuse, and destroy. The concept of a swarm is borrowed from nature. Think of bees defending their hive, or birds that move in perfect synchrony. No leader, no central command, each one responding to the other, creating a living, breathing organism made of hundreds, even thousands, of individuals. It's nature's most elegant form of collective intelligence. And now it's being militarized. China has been investing in this concept for years, often under the radar. While Western nations debated the ethics of lethal autonomous systems, China raced ahead. In 2020, a video surfaced showing hundreds of fixed-wing drones launching from a truck, flying in formation, then attacking simulated targets. The West called it a demonstration, but in China, it was only the beginning. Behind the scenes, the Chinese military, the People's Liberation Army, has been collaborating with state-sponsored tech giants like Xi'an UAV and CETC, developing what they refer to as Intelligentized warfare. This isn't just about building drones. It's about giving them brains. AI that allows swarms to navigate complex terrain, make real-time decisions, even learn from mistakes, all without a human operator. Now let's imagine a battlefield. You're a commander defending a remote outpost. Radar shows nothing. Sky looks clear. Then, like a wave, they appear. Hundreds of them. Too many to shoot down. Too fast to intercept. They dodge anti-air defenses. Some jam your communications. Others crash into fuel depots. Some simply observe, sending data back to command. It's chaos. And within minutes, your base is neutralized. Not by missiles, not by tanks, but by machines that cost less than a motorcycle. That's the secret. Swarm drones are cheap, disposable, and devastating. You don't need to outspend your enemy. You just need to outnumber and outsmart them. A single F-35 fighter jet costs over $100 million. For that price, you could deploy an entire army of drones, each with a single-minded mission and no fear of death. China knows this. That's why they're building them, not just for their own military, but for export. Countries from the Middle East to Africa are lining up to buy these systems, many of them eager to gain an edge in conflicts where traditional warfare is no longer viable. These are nations that could never afford stealth bombers or aircraft carriers. But a drone swarm, that's within reach. And it's not just about offense. Swarm drones are redefining surveillance. Picture hundreds of airborne sentries circling a city, day and night, watching every alley, every window. Connected by 5G, feeding AI-powered facial recognition systems, tracking descent before it even begins. In Xinjiang, similar technologies have already been used. Combine swarm drones with China's social credit system, and you begin to see a blueprint for total control. Not just on the battlefield, but at home. But perhaps the most alarming part is this: we do not know how to defend against them. traditional air defenses weren't built for swarms. A missile can take down one plane. What happens when there are 1,000 targets? Do you launch 1,000 missiles? At a cost of $1 million each. It's not just ineffective, it's unsustainable. Some have proposed counter-swarms, drones to fight drones. Others talk about high-energy lasers or microwave weapons. But these systems are experimental at best. China, meanwhile, has already conducted successful field tests. They are not asking whether swarm warfare will define the next conflict. They are preparing for when it does. There's also the matter of doctrine. Western militaries operate in strict chains of command. Orders flow from the top down. But swarms don't work like that. They need distributed autonomy. The Chinese military is already adapting its command structure to embrace decentralized decision-making. It's a cultural shift, one that allows machines to act independently within human-defined parameters, but without waiting for permission. And this brings us to the darkest secret of all. As China's AI matures, the line between human and machine decision-making blurs. Already, experiments have shown swarms can prioritize targets, evade defenses, even choose who lives and who dies. Algorithms decide based on logic, not emotion. There's no room for hesitation, no mercy. In a high-speed battle between human operators and autonomous machines, it's not hard to guess who will win. So the question is not whether China has a new superweapon. The question is whether the rest of the world is ready for it. Not just militarily, but ethically, strategically, philosophically. Because in this new era of warfare, dominance won't go to the side with the biggest bombs. It will go to the side that can think the fastest, swarm the hardest, and strike without warning. The silence of the sky no longer means peace. It may mean 1,000 wings, fluttering invisibly, preparing to descend. This is the age of the swarm.